Breaking news just shook the entire basketball world. The New York Knicks have signed Caitlin Clark, making her the first woman ever to play in the NBA. And Madison Square Garden is buzzing. Social media is in meltdown. And the only question now is simple. Can she really thrive against the best men's players on the planet? Knicks fans losing their minds. ESPN breaking news banners. Stephen A. Smith stunned. Billie Jean King tweeting, "Yes, history. This isn't a dream. This is happening right now." From a little girl in Des Moines, Iowa, launching deep threes alone in the driveway, to the most electrifying player in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark's rise has been nothing short of cinematic. At Iowa, she obliterated records. The NCAA's all-time leading scorer, sold out arenas everywhere, and turned college games into must-see TV. Drafted #1 overall by the Indiana Fever, she instantly became a franchise changer, leading the league in assists, finishing among the top scorers as a rookie, and smashing jersey sales records. She didn't just grow the WNBA, she put it on the global stage, forcing networks and arenas to treat women's basketball like never before. Her game, unlimited range, elite passing, fearless mentality, was often compared to NBA stars. Analysts said, if anyone could cross over one day, it's her. But no one thought it would happen so soon. The Knicks needed a spark. Decades without a title. MSG craving a new icon. A city desperate for hope. Front office insiders saw something. Caitlin's skill set matched the modern NBA. Range like Steph Curry. Defenses have to pick her up at half court. Vision like Luka Doncic. Manipulating defenses. Feeding cutters. Unshakable composure. She's faced more physical play and pressure than most rookies ever see. One exec reportedly said, she might not jump out of the gym, but her brain and shot gravity are lethal. What started as whispers became serious meetings. And then, the Knicks made the boldest move in basketball history. The New York Knicks have officially signed guard Caitlin Clark to a multi-year contract. Those words detonated across every sports feed. Insiders say the deal, 3 years, $25 million, with performance bonuses and a special NBA-WNBA partnership to make the transition possible. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. This is a historic day for the game and for equality in sports. Caitlin, stepping to the podium in Knicks blue and orange, holding up a jersey with Clark 22, smiled. All I've ever wanted is to hoop at the highest level. I know there will be doubters. That's okay. I've been proving people wrong my whole life. The room erupted. Sports history had just been rewritten. The second the signing dropped, the internet imploded. LeBron James tweeted, "Respect, history, let's hoop." Patrick Beverley, "Welcome, but I'm picking her up full court day one." Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi posted emotional messages of pride. Knicks fans split, half euphoric, half terrified it was just marketing. Debate shows went nuclear. Can Caitlin's shooting survive NBA speed? Is this a publicity stunt or a basketball revolution? Caitlin, she stayed silent, locked in, and trained with NBA-level trainers, adding muscle, sharpening reads, prepping for the league's physicality. Opening night was pandemonium. Tickets sold out instantly. Resale prices rivaled the Super Bowl. Front row, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Spike Lee, Billie Eilish, even Michael Jordan came to witness. Mid-first quarter, Caitlin checks in. The Garden erupted. Her first touch, behind-the-back dribble, step back from 28 feet. Swish, Mike Breen. Bang! History is made! Later, she fires a no-look dime to Jalen Brunson. The crowd stands for over a minute. Final stat line, 17 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. Not superstar numbers, but enough to silence publicity stunt talk. What happened next went beyond the box score. NBA viewership spiked. Knicks games became the hottest ticket in sports. Nike dropped her game-changer signature shoe, sold out in hours. Parks filled with kids, girls and boys, wearing number 22, launching logo threes. Streaming platforms battled for documentary rights. The WNBA benefited too. More eyes, more respect, more crossover fans than ever. Basketball culture itself felt different, more inclusive, more skill-driven, less limited by outdated ceilings. Not everyone was convinced. Opponents went at her. Physical defense, trash talk, full court press. But game after game, she adjusted. Faster release, smarter angles, quicker decisions. By mid-season, she'd earned a rotation spot, a deadly floor spacer who punished defenders for sagging. Knicks coach Mike Brown, she's got guts, she makes the right play, she belongs. At first, the experiment looked fragile. Every arena Caitlin entered, the spotlight followed, and so did the doubters. Opponents tested her relentlessly, full court pressure, hard screens, bigger bodies leaning on her every possession. Social media dissected every turnover and missed shot, waiting to pounce. But game after game, she adapted. She quickened her release to fractions of a second, firing before defenders could close the gap. She added subtle counters, shoulder fakes, step backs, and whip-quick passes that turned double teams into easy buckets for teammates. On defense, she studied film obsessively, learning angles and positioning to survive against stronger, faster guards. Teammates noticed. Jalen Brunson said in an interview, "She's fearless. You hit her, she pops back up. You trap her, she finds the open man. She belongs here." By mid-season, the numbers told the story. 38% from three on high volume, nearly 5 assists a night, plus a net positive when she shared the floor with the starters. Her impact wasn't just in stats, it was in gravity. Defenses stretched, spacing open, the Knicks offense flowed. Analysts who once mocked the move began to pivot. She's not just surviving, she's helping this team win. In the Garden crowd, they started chanting, "Caitlin, Caitlin," every time she checked in. What began as a publicity stunt to some had transformed into one of the most inspiring basketball stories ever witnessed. Whether she becomes an all-star or a reliable role player, one thing is certain. Caitlin Clark just shattered a ceiling many believed would stand forever. She didn't just join the NBA, she changed the game. Now it's your turn. Could Caitlin Clark thrive long-term against NBA competition? Would you want to see more women break into the league? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if you believe in making history, and subscribe for more stories that rewrite sports as we know it. Analysts who once mocked the move began to pivot. She's not just surviving, she's helping this team win. In the Garden crowd, they started chanting, "Caitlin, Caitlin," every time she checked in. What began as a publicity stunt to some had transformed into one of the most inspiring basketball stories ever witnessed. She became more than a novelty. She became reliable in crunch time. Fourth quarter, down 3, ball swung to Clark on the wing, swish. MSG exploded, fans throwing their hands in the air as if to say, "We told you so." Even her harshest critics softened. Former players admitted on air, "We underestimated her. Skill and IQ are weapons too." By season's end, she was no longer the first woman in the NBA. She was simply a New York Knick, trusted, respected, and feared beyond the arc.